guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. Make sure you also like, share, and comment. Today I'm going to be talking about why scientists make the best entrepreneurs according to a Harvard Business Review article, also according to me. Let's get started. There's this weird imaginary beef between STEM majors and more creative or non-traditional majors. I don't think the beef needs to exist, but I do feel as though majoring in STEM will help you a lot more in your life in all aspects, whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you actually want to work in an industry that requires you to have a STEM degree. I think that it's a better degree to pursue. Growing up, my mom always told me, study biology, study biology, study biology, study biology. I actually wanted to become a lawyer at first, but she said I should do medicine or something pertaining to medicine because no matter where I go, no matter what time, no matter what era, doesn't matter. There will always be a desire for someone who has a STEM background. Luckily, I actually liked science, so it just worked out for me, but I agree. I read this Harvard Business Review article, and it basically talked about a study that was conducted to assess those who approach entrepreneurship with more of a scientific perspective versus those who do not. And it actually turned out that those who approach it from a scientific perspective had more successful business than people who didn't. And the reason for that is because science is really all about testing theories. The premise of what I learned as a biology major is to constantly test your hypothesis and optimize the questions that you're asking based on the answers that you receive. That's what I do for a living. Working in clinical research is constantly asking different questions about the medicines that you're trying to use as treatments, and then optimizing the question that you're asking or the patient population that you're treating based on the answers that you receive. I'm going to link the article in the description box. For those who don't know, I want to read the definition of hypothesis. Hypothesis testing is a systematic procedure for deciding whether the results of a research study support a particular theory which applies to a population. The reason why scientists make better entrepreneurs is because they're agile and they understand that once you gain data or information to inform your business structure, you might have to optimize your business. The most successful businesses that we know today did not start out what they originally intended. The founders, the business owners, the people, they were not rigid in whatever problem they were trying to resolve. Did you know American Express originally was the greatest competitor to the United States Postal Service? It wasn't a credit card company. That's not how it started out. Slack wasn't even this internal communication platform for businesses. It was a game. Amazon started out selling books. It wasn't this business that provided cloud services because cloud computing wasn't even a thing at the time, or this business that was this marketplace for all different types of products. That's not how it originally started. These business owners, we'll use Jeff Bezos as an example, the founder of Amazon, he understood that as he was starting his business, he had to optimize to target his demographic or target his population, or optimize to address whatever issue was required. He started focusing on cloud computing, or whoever within Amazon started focusing on cloud computing. As the internet expanded and more software and technology companies started to boom. And that's honestly what makes Amazon most of its money. It's cloud computing, not Prime or whatever else people think makes them money. The thing that makes them the most money is cloud computing. And so his scientific approach to constantly testing a hypothesis is what guaranteed his success. When I first started Career Savage, I was a college student, and essentially I was just offering advice to people who, wanted career advice, because I was working in college in a pharmacy while studying biology, and people were interested in how I was leveraging that experience to possibly help me after I graduated. My hypothesis was, if I provide career advice to people, will they come to me in lieu of the Career Center? I was essentially trying to question whether or not there was any strength in college career centers. A lot of people ended up coming to me asking me to do resumes for them, asking me to review their transfer essays, because some people were transferring out of the school. So then my next thought or hypothesis to test was, will people pay for this service? People ended up paying for the service. I tried so many different products. I used to have this one product on my Career Savage website called Laissez-Faire, where I would apply to jobs for you and you kind of just sit back and relax. I probably had one person over the span of 2 or 3 years pay for that service. So I got rid of it. As I was doing the one-on-one services, I used to offer 15 minutes free consultation. My OGs will remember that. And then I realized, okay, people clearly want to received this advice, they're willing to get it for free. Will they pay this amount? And then I increase the amounts. And I was constantly testing different hypotheses to see whether or not Career Savage could be successful. And then I started on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. And now the thing I started doing where I was giving general career advice has blossomed into my business, alanahealth.io, where now it's advice for professionals within my industry specifically. Each step that I've taken has assured success at each stage. And that is because I am a scientist. I'm a biologist at heart. It's inherent in me to constantly ask questions. People who fail as entrepreneurs are extremely rigid and they're not willing to adapt because they're so fixated on their idea and they believe what they believe. There's so much bias in their business idea that they're not able to optimize based on the results or the data that they are receiving. If you start a business trying to sell lollipops and you're like, these lollipops are going to help people, their digestive tract. I don't know, it's a probiotic lollipop. If you don't see people are buying into it because they don't believe the marketing, they don't believe it works, they don't believe it's real, you have to optimize. Maybe you don't do lollipops and you try a soda product. Maybe the soda product doesn't work, so you try a sachet or a kombucha or whatever. You have to optimize based on the results that you're receiving. That's why the Harvard Business Review article, and I believe scientists make the best entrepreneurs. I've made a lot of pivots in my entrepreneur journey. I've also made a lot of pivots in my career because I'm extremely agile. And I think the best and most successful business owners and entrepreneurs are obsessed with solving the problem in the most efficient way possible. They're not obsessed with their initial idea in solving that problem. If you're struggling right now as an entrepreneur and you just don't feel like your business is working, optimize whatever issue or problem you're trying to solve. That's the other thing too. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be solving a problem. You have to be solving a problem. I'm gonna take topicals for example because I'm obsessed with this chapstick. The problem I feel like they were solving were for people with specific conditions. Hyperpigmentation, that's where the faded cream comes into play. This lip balm for someone who had jaw surgery and my lips are insanely dry. People who take Accutane, their lips are insanely dry. This is a solution to that problem. It's not just another chapstick on the market because there are millions of chapsticks. It's a chapstick that solves a very specific problem. And those are the best entrepreneurs. Those are the most successful businesses. They focus on the problem and they optimize how they solve the problem. They constantly test their hypothesis and ask new hypotheses as they gain more information. Those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you are a business owner, I'm really interested to learn more about your journey. How have you pivoted? Even in your career, how have you pivoted and optimized the questions that you're asking yourself and how you're solving those problems? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As I said at the beginning, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you like, share, and comment. Until next time, guys, bye.